Hello everyone, I'm Matt Gentili, CEO and Managing Director of MyBFF Social. Welcome to the MyBFF Social podcast, Winter Edition, where we're going to take credible research, break it down, and provide you with the best strategy and tactics to help you grow your business. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it helps.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. You know, I woke up this morning thinking about how much the internet has changed. I mean, even just in the last couple of years.
Oh, completely.
Remember the good old days? You could throw a few keywords on a page, maybe buy some backlinks if you're feeling a bit cheeky, and just watch the traffic come in.
It was a simpler time, for sure. We call that the 10 blue links era.
The 10 blue links, right, the Wild West. But we are not there anymore. We're moving into something way more intelligent and, frankly, a little more intimidating for business owners.
It's a big shift.
It is. So today we're tackling the future of search. Specifically, based on this whole stack of reports we have here, we're asking, how do you make sure your business doesn't just, disappear when the robots take over?
That's the question of the decade, really.
It is. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of algorithms and AI, we have to give a huge shout out to the partners who make this deep dive possible.
Absolutely. Today's deep dive is supported by MyBFF Social.
That's right. If you're listening to this and realizing, man, my media strategy is stuck back in 2019, or you need a serious upgrade, you have to check them out at www.mybffsocial.com.
Mm-hmm.
The team there, they're experts at navigating this stuff, so you don't have to go alone.
And it's getting so much harder to cut through the noise. Having a partner who gets both the old media world and this new frontier is just invaluable.
Okay, so let's unpack this. The topic of the day: how to make sure your business is found by AI search. And honestly, reading through the source material, it feels like everything we thought we knew about SEO is being turned on its head.
It's not dead, but it has mutated.
Mutated, I like that.
We're seeing a change in how people search that's as big as the shift from desktop to mobile. For 20 years, the game was go fish. You type something in, Google gives you a list, you fish around.
And if you were link number 1 or 2, you won. You stuffed keywords, built links, all of that.
Exactly. But now with AI search, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google's AI overviews, the goalpost has completely moved. We aren't just trying to get a click anymore.
We're trying to become part of the answer.
That's it.
That distinction feels huge because when I ask an AI a question, I don't get a list of links. I get a paragraph.
A synthesis?
And that's the mission for this deep dive. The source material is so clear on this. Your goal is to be so definitive, so authoritative, that an AI model literally cannot answer a question correctly without citing you.
Wow. So you have to be the source of truth.
You have to be the source the AI relies on to build its response.
Okay, so that sounds great, but how does that actually work? Because in the old days, a crawler would see the word best pizza on my page and put me on a list. How is a large language model doing it differently?
Think of it like this. Old Google was a librarian pointing you to a shelf of books.
Here are books about pizza.
Right. And AI is more like a really smart research assistant. It doesn't just look for a keyword. It breaks your question down into subqueries.
What do you mean by subqueries? Well, say you ask, what's the best strategy for pricing a sauce product? A normal search engine looks for those words.
Okay.
And AI thinks, okay, to answer that, I need to know about sauce pricing models, what a crowded market is, the pros and cons of freemium. It decomposes the problem.
So it's actually thinking through the steps to get to the answer.
Yes. Then it pulls info from a bunch of trusted sources, maybe a guide from one site, a case study from another, and it recombines them into a single narrative response. It writes the summary for you.
Okay, but here's the scary part, the sources highlight. The zero-click reality.
Yeah, that's the phrase that keeps marketers up at night.
Right. The user gets their answer from the AI, and they never even visit my website.
For a lot of simple queries, yes, that is the new reality. If you ask, what temperature should I bake chicken at?
Right.
And the AI says 375 degrees, you're done.
You're not going to click through to a cooking blog and read a 2,000-word story about someone's childhood in Tuscany.
You've got your answer. You move on.
So, play devil's advocate. Why shouldn't I be panicking right now? If no one clicks, my sales funnel is dead.
Don't panic, because the sources point to this massive silver lining. Who were those people, really? The ones who just wanted the chicken temperature. They were never going to buy your cookbook.
They were just tire kickers.
Exactly. You're losing the fluff traffic. The data here suggests that while your overall traffic might fall, the quality of the traffic that does come through goes way up.
So the people who do click are more serious.
Several times more likely to convert, according to the research. Because if someone clicks a citation in an AI answer, they've already read the summary. They're thinking, I need to go deeper. They're motivated.
Okay, I like that. It's about qualified attention, not just eyeballs. So if the game is now value over volume, the tactics have to change. Clever keyword stuffing is out.
Oh, please. For the love of the internet, don't do that.
So what's in? The material lists 3 main pillars: authority, clarity, and structure. Let's start with authority.
Right. You have to build brand authority where the AI is looking. You need a footprint it can trust. The source material breaks this into 3 layers that are basically training data for the model.
Training data. I love that framing. We're not just marketing to people, we're training the AI. So what are the layers?
First is earned authority. This is your classic PR Tier 1 media coverage, expert quotes.
So getting mentioned in, like, the New York Times or a major trade journal.
Exactly. Those are huge trust signals. If the Wall Street Journal quotes you, the AI assumes you're legit. It weighs that information much higher.
Okay, that makes sense. Layer 2.
That's owned authority. This is the stuff on your actual website, and not just, fluffy blog posts. We're talking deep, original content, data studies, comprehensive guides, original research.
Things that actually add new information to the internet.
Yes. Think about it. LLMs are hungry for facts. If you publish a unique study with original data, the AI has to cite you because you're the primary source.
You're the source, not the aggregator. I get it.
Yeah.
And the third layer.
This one is fascinating. It's community.
Yeah, this one stood out to me. The source specifically mentions Reddit, LinkedIn, YouTube. Why does a super advanced AI care about Reddit?
Because that's where real people talk. Marketing copy is biased. We all say our product is the best. But if actual humans are debating your brand in a Reddit thread, that signals to the AI that you're a real relevant part of the conversation.
So it's looking for street cred.
Basically, yeah. It wants to see your brand in the wild. If you say you're the best but no one's talking about you, the AI gets skeptical.
So strategy 1 is start making marketing brochures and start creating training data. Be everywhere the AI looks for truth.
Precisely. You have to surround the model.
All right, let's move to strategy 2. This is where the source material get a little nerdy. It's about something called schema markup.
Yes, this is absolutely non-negotiable. It's the language that machines speak.
I think of it like, instead of handing someone a book, you're handing them the summary card with all the key info highlighted. Is that close?
That's a perfect analogy. Without schema, the AI has to look at your website and guess, is this a product, a blog post, a person? And the key thing is, AI hates guessing.
Because if it guesses wrong,
it hallucinates, gives bad info, and its developers hate that. So it's safer for the AI to just skip you if it's not 100% sure what you are.
Okay, so how do we fix this? Please tell me I don't need a computer science degree.
You don't. The source outlines a 3-layer approach that most businesses can do with plugins on platforms like WordPress or Shopify.
Walk us through them.
Layer 1 is site-wide identity. You use organization schema on your homepage. It tells the bot your legal name, your logo, your official social profiles. It anchors you.
A digital ID card.
Yep. Layer 2 is page-level context. Every page should be marked as a web page, and you use the About property to explicitly say this page is about this topic.
No ambiguity.
None. And then layer 3 is content type specific. So you mark a blog post as an article, a product as a product, a service as a service.
The source material really zeroed in on 2 of those as being high impact for AI, FAQ page and how-to. Why those 2?
Because they perfectly map to how people ask questions. If I ask an AI, how do I fix a leaky faucet? And your page has how-to schema with steps 1, 2, 3 clearly defined.
The AI can just lift that straight out.
It's easy for the bot. You're making its job easy, and it rewards you by citing you.
Now, for the tech listeners, the source says implement this in something called JSON LD.
That's the format, yeah?
But the really important part was validation. Right. You have to check your work.
Yes. Use Google's rich results test. It's free. You plug in your URL, and it tells you if your code is valid. One missing comma can break the whole thing.
Trust but verify. Okay, so we've got authority and technical tags now. The words on the page. Strategy 3. Designing content for extraction. The guide says we need to write for robots. Does that mean our writing has to be boring?
It doesn't have to be boring, but it has to be structured. Again, the AI is looking for info it can safely lift. If your answer is buried in paragraph 4 of some long story, the AI is just going to skip it.
Too much work for the bot. So what's the format that wins?
Hierarchy is key. Use logical H2 and H3 headings that are actual questions. What is X? How does Y work? And then, and this is the front-loaded technique, you immediately follow that heading with a direct answer.
Give me an example. What's a bad version versus a good one?
Okay, say the header is, how much does a new roof cost? A bad answer starts with, well, roofing is a complex part of homeownership involving many materials.
Blah, blah, blah. Get to the point.
Exactly. A front-loaded answer says, the average cost of a new roof is between $10,000 and $20,000. Boom. Direct answer first. Then you can dive into the details.
Give the AI the soundbite right at the top.
Yes. And use scannable formats. Bullet lists, tables. AI loves tables. It's incredibly easy for an LLM to parse a table and use it in a comparison.
There was another point here that really grabbed me, the freshness factor.
Oh, this is huge.
The source mentioned a study about how AI bots prioritize recent content.
They do. They show a strong preference for pages published or updated within the last 3 years. If your content is from 2019, the AI might see it as stale data, especially for topics like tech or finance.
So you can't just set it and forget it.
No way. You have to go in, update your stats, your examples, your screenshots, signal to the crawler, hey, this is still accurate. That keeps the bots coming back.
Okay, strategy 4. We know how to format, but what do we write about? The source talks about optimizing for real questions.
This goes back to the difference between keywords and questions. Don't just target running shoes. Target the full query. What are the best running shoes for flat feet?
But where do you find those specific questions? Keyword tools don't always give you that full conversational sentence.
Mine your first-party data. It's gold. Look at your sales call transcripts. Look at your customer support tickets, your live chat logs.
The questions people are actually asking your staff.
Yes. If 10 people ask your support rep, does your software integrate with X? You need a heading on your site that says exactly that with the direct answer right below it.
You're basically automating your support team.
And you're using the customer's language. The source also brings up social listening again. Go to Reddit, go to LinkedIn, see how people describe their problems in their own words.
Right, because we might call it ERP implementation, but the customer just calls it fixing my messy inventory.
Exactly. The AI mimics the user, so you want to match that language.
And for our listeners with, brick-and-mortar stores, there's a specific tactic here too.
Yes, local intent. People are asking AI, find me a coffee shop near me that has oat milk and Wi-Fi.
That's specific.
That's specific. So you need local business schema, and you need consistent NFP data name, address, phone across the entire web, Yelp, Google, everything.
Why is that consistency so important to a robot?
It's about confidence. If your Yelp page says Main Street Coffee and your website says Main Saint Cafe, the AI might think those are two different places. It gets confused. You want to make it crystal clear who and where you are.
Got it. Okay, strategy 5. We've done all this work. How do we know if it's actually working? How do we measure this?
This is the tricky part. We don't have a clean ChatGPT traffic dashboard yet. It's still a bit of a black box. But the source outlines 3 proxy metrics you can track.
Number 1.
Presence and narrative. This is a manual check. Go to ChatGPT or Perplexity and just ask it about your brand. What does company X do? Who are its competitors?
Just straight up ask it.
Yeah. See if it knows who you are and, importantly, how it describes you. If it has old information, you know you have a training data problem.
Okay, metric 2.
Crawl and referral signals. Dig into your analytics. Are you seeing traffic from AI bot user agents? Are you seeing referrals from domains like perplexity.ai? You can see if the machines are reading your content.
And the third one, of course, is the bottom line.
Conversions. But specifically, add a field to your how did you hear about us surveys.
Do people really fill those out?
They do. And you should add AI search or ChatGPT as an option. You might be surprised. And as we said, those leads are likely very high intent.
It really is a whole new world of analytics. It feels like the early days of social media, where we knew it was important, but we didn't know how to measure the ROI yet.
That's a great comparison. But if you treat it like a channel, just like social or email, you can optimize for it. It's not magic, just a new set of rules.
So let's wrap this up. The main philosophy seems to be shifting from getting traffic to providing answers.
That's the core of it. Stop thinking about raw hits and start thinking about qualified attention. In a world where the AI summarizes the web, being the trusted source inside that summary is the new page 1.
It's about being indispensable.
That is the goal.
Before we sign off, I want to remind everyone again to support the folks who support us. If all this talk about schema and marketing has your head spinning, Reach out to MyBFF Social.
Seriously, check them out.
Go to www.mybffsocial.com. They're the experts who can help you actually implement these strategies so you don't get left behind.
You don't want to try and figure this all out alone?
All right, leave us with one final thought. What's the why that should really stick with our listeners?
You know, there was a line in the source material that really stuck with me. We think of AI as this external thing, but maybe think of it this way. AI search is the new front door to your brand.
Okay.
If you aren't using schema, if you're not building authority, if you're not answering questions clearly, are you effectively leaving that door locked?
That is a chilling thought.
Are you forcing the AI to guess who you are? Because if the AI has to guess, it usually just moves on to your competitor who made the answer easy. Don't leave the door locked.
Don't leave the door locked. I love that. Make it easy for the machines to advocate for you. Thank you so much for breaking this all down.
My pleasure.
And thank you, the listener, for tuning in. This has been The Deep Dive. Good luck out there, and we'll catch you on the next one.